Hello, Dawn Thomas here from Swim Gower. I'm on Eynon Beach here and it's a beautiful day and I'm going to swim Eynon to Horton. So there's the big dune. So the distance from Eynon Boat Lane to the dune is 500 metres. So if you want a K, there and back again, we'll give you a K, depending on the state of the tide obviously. High tide as we are at the moment, that's 500 metres, but low tide is a lot closer. Great thing about Eynon and Horton is that it's a really safe beach and you can dip in any location really. It's more sandy down this end at Horton. There's lots of stones in the form of a peat bed. Well, it's not stones actually, it's a petrified forest. But it's lots of ways in which you could sprain your ankle going in at low tide at Eynon end. At Horton end, the sand is really great at low tide, but it is stony at high tide. So a nice selection there. If you want more information, of course, then look at the Horton and Eynon swimming page. It's also a great one for sea life. We get seals following us quite often when we swim here, which is really nice. And bioluminescence if the tides are right and the conditions are right, and don't ask me what those are because no one really knows. And it's also great for a training swim because of course you do laps of 500 metres, which is just about as far as I like to go for a turning, and we can carry on. And if you continue past here at Horton, which we will in a minute, you can go on, and if you go on to the lifeboat station, you can do another 250 metres, and then if you keep going all the way to the rocks, it's 1 kilometre, so you can do a kilometre length as well. So I'm going to just go on a little bit until the entrance to the lifeboat station there. So this is the 7:50 mark. You can see an exit point there. So if you want to do 7:50, you can go out here just past Horton. Lifeguards. If you want to come swimming and you want to be safe and you want to stay between the flags where the lifeguards are, they tend to set up here at Horton end. So you can park in the car park over the sand dunes there, but the car park does get busy over the summer, or you can walk from Eynon. And this area here always gets busy. You can see if you want a quieter swim, head for the stony end, and then you can swim over here, probably by yourself or with a few people. The further on you get here, the more you get closer to the stones here at the end of Horton. And if you want to know what this place looks like when the tide's out, this beach, then check out my Horton to Slade swim, which is from this point here all the way to around the corner there to Slade. If you want to know more about these locations and their facilities, etc., then look at my book, Swim Gower. It's got information on where to park, how to walk, what facilities there are, what the best time to swim in different places, and there's also photos of what it's like. But of course, you can never be 100% sure of what it's going to be like because the tides change every day. For an example, when I swim back, you might see it. There's a log floating in Eynon today. That wasn't there yesterday. We actually saw it in between Horton and Slade the day before. So it's really important to risk assess your swims. There's also a lot of people in the water at the moment, a lot of paddleboarders. Yesterday when I went to Slade and did my video, there was some not jet skis, thank goodness. There was some motorboats, so please do stay safe and risk assess. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Swim Gower at Nature Days. And if you want to buy Swim Gower the book, it's available at Mumbles, cover to cover at the independent bookshop there, at Reynoldston Post Office, at the Ocean Designs in Penclawdd, and the kite shop at Pitton Caravan Park. Or if you're not local, you can get it on Amazon. Now I'm going to swim back. Oh, if you want to carry on, basically you get to the end of the rocks, and that's a kilometre. But I'm going to turn here at 7:50 because I'm going to do 1.5. Going to go back towards the boat lane. So on a high tide, and especially if the wind's coming from the southwest, which is that direction there, so not today because the wind is coming from the southeast, then it's quite nice to go to the western side of the boat lane and swim towards Skysea, so along this bit of coastline. So if there's a southwesterly wind, then this can be really sheltered from the waves, and you can swim all the way up to the salt house here. Just be aware that there's a lot of rocks here, and you can't do this if it's not high tide, really high. And if the tide isn't completely high, then there might be some rocks under the surface. And also, if you do have to exit before you get back out to the boat lane, then it's a bit of a clamber sometimes. So just be aware of the rocks underneath you. And it's a bit harder. It's still easy to do the access instead of green swim, really. But yeah, need some footwear. Go back until you find some sand. So I'm going to swim back now along this at the coastline, past the youth hostel, past the campsite. Probably the best place in Gower if you want to stay the night. Eynon Youth Hostel, where you can literally go out of the front door straight into the sea at a high tide, especially in a spring. And also, if you want a caravan camping site right on the edge of the water, great for Eynon as well. Right, let's go back. Okay, here we are, back at the buoys, and I've just been stung by a jellyfish. Ouch! Didn't see it. Guess it was a purple. All across my arm. Bit like a stinging nettle, put in a line, and I'm going to go and have a hot shower to get rid of that. Luckily, Port Eynon has the only hot showers, because that's the best way to treat a jellyfish sting. It's fine, it's not hurting really. But hot water, hottest that you can bear. That's why I always bring a pot of tea with me, even in summer. So worst comes worst, I can pour that over my sting. Don't wee on it. Don't use any lotions really. Just hot water would do next to the proteins. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video for Swim Gower. Bye.